Okay, in this video, we'll be analyzing the 2025 to 2026 secondary essay prompts for Albany Medical College. Prompts typically don't change from one year to the next, but we will update the resources on our website if they do in future application cycles. So Albany Medical College has been around for a long time. It was founded in 1839, and it offers a pretty wide variety of clinical opportunities at several facilities in the Albany Med Health system. Just to give a few examples, the emergency department and level 1 trauma center at Albany Medical Center is actually the busiest in the entire state of New York. The Glens Falls Hospital Emergency Department is also unique because their doctors treat a lot of patients with injuries from hiking and skiing accidents in the Adirondacks. And then the Columbia Memorial Health location is a community hospital with everything from primary care to advanced surgery. So Albany students have the chance to gain experience in a variety of clinical contexts, and that's something worth taking a closer look at as you write your secondaries. Before we get started with the prompts, just a quick reminder to check out our secondary essay library after watching this video, where you can read sample essays for every prompt required by every US and Canadian med school. It's over 1,600 essays in total. And be sure to check out our secondary series here on YouTube, where we share key strategies for writing each of the 6 main types of secondary essays. All right, let's go ahead and jump in then. So prompt 1 keeps it really simple. It asks you to describe yourself in 1,000 characters. And since the rest of the Albany prompts give you a lot of other great opportunities to describe yourself as well, you might actually want to make this one of the last that you write. So that way you can make sure that you don't end up with too much overlap between the other essays. So this prompt is pretty open-ended, and if you're not really sure where to start, you might consider taking a look through the AAMC core competencies for entering medical students. Pick out just a couple that you feel really strong in, and then come up with 1 or 2 mini anecdotes that illustrate those qualities in you. One thing to look out for with this essay is making sure that you don't just rehash your personal statement. So it's definitely okay to repeat some of the same ideas in both essays, but make sure that you're not telling the exact same stories or giving adcoms the exact same information about yourself. Every essay should really add another layer to the full picture. And if you're struggling to come up with new ways to describe yourself, try approaching this essay from a different angle or mentioning qualities about yourself that you didn't get a chance to cover in the personal statement. Okay, moving on to the second prompt, which is optional. It reads, please explain any inconsistencies in your university, graduate, or professional school academic performance and/or MCAT scores. If the question does not apply to you, please put NA in the box provided. It's not really clear what the word or character limit is for this prompt, but it's probably best to keep it under 1,000 characters since that seems to be the standard throughout the rest of the application. For this one, inconsistencies in your academic record usually means a significant drop in your GPA or your MCAT score, so you don't need to respond to this prompt if you just had maybe 1 or 2 courses where you didn't quite get the grade that you were looking for. If this prompt does apply to you, though, you can think of it sort of like a combination of an additional information prompt and an adversity prompt. We have more detailed guidance on how to approach both of those essay types in our secondary series, but just to keep it brief, you will want to spend more of this essay explaining how you overcame the challenges that caused your lacking academic performance than you spend actually explaining the challenges themselves. Acknowledge the negative, but definitely focus on the positive. So we also recommend that you use some space in the essay to describe how you'll apply the life lessons or skills that you learned from this experience to any challenges that you could face as a med student. All right, now let's look at prompt 3. This one is also optional, and it reads, has your college or university, graduate, or professional school attendance been interrupted for any reason? If yes, please explain. Also, please explain any extended gaps in activity/employment in your postgraduate history. If the question does not apply to you, again, please put NA in the box provided. As with the last prompt, there is no stated character or word limit, but you may want to aim for about 1,000 characters or fewer here. Keep in mind that adcoms will have plenty of essays to read, so you don't want to give them more than they need. And this one is a pretty standard gap year prompt, although it is asking you to explain extended gaps not only in school, but also in activity and employment. So that one sets it apart a bit from the typical gap year prompt we normally see. Extended is subjective here, but any gap longer than a few months is probably worth explaining. You may also approach this essay a bit like an adversity essay if your time away from school, activity, or employment was due to a challenge in your life. But whether you came up against a challenge or maybe you just wanted time or experience before applying to med school, this essay should shed some positive light on that period in your life. So what did you learn about yourself and your career goals during that time? What changes did you make? What were the consequences or the outcomes of those changes? And then leave some space to reflect on how you grew personally or professionally during that period. A lot of applicants tend to think that they shouldn't mention experiences they had during their time away from school if they're unrelated to medicine, but actually we highly recommend going into detail about any work or volunteer experience that you gained. Or if you also took time away from work and volunteering during this time, you might write about personal or family obligations that you were attending to. Okay, for prompt 4, they ask, describe a significant challenge that has prepared you for the MD career path. You get 1,000 characters for this one as well. And this is your standard adversity essay. Unlike a lot of other schools with adversity prompts, the AdCom doesn't give any particular criteria for what kind of challenge they want you to share with them. So you sort of get to interpret for yourself what makes a challenge significant. But a few things to ask yourself when deciding which challenge to focus on for this essay are, what was the biggest period of growth in my life so far? What kinds of growing pains did I have to go through during that time? And as with all of these essays, focus on what actions you took and how you displayed agency in the situation instead of just focusing on things that happened to you. If you already responded to one or both of the previous optional prompts, you may have already written about some of the most significant challenges in your life. And in that case, try to find a different challenge to write about for this essay rather than repeating the same story. If you can't come up with a new topic, though, use this essay to focus on the second half of the prompt, which asks, how has this challenge prepared you for the MD career path? Whichever topic you choose, though, do try to get as literal as possible when it comes to describing how your challenging experience has prepared you for the MD career path. Describe skills, perspectives you gained while overcoming the challenge, things like communication, cultural awareness, leadership, and give really specific, concrete examples of difficult situations that you might be likely to face as a doctor, and explain how you would hypothetically use those new skills and perspectives to navigate them. Possibly the most important thing to remember about this essay is that it's not a competition of which applicant has faced the most adversity. It's just about your ability to learn and grow when you encounter obstacles, and to be self-aware about that learning and that growth, whatever those obstacles might have been. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Let's look at prompt 5. It asks you, please describe your personal experiences with the structural and social determinants of health in your life and community, how they shaped your engagement with medicine, and your future ideas for doctoring. Again, you have 1,000 characters. This prompt doesn't really neatly fit into any specific category, and you may not have any essays that you've already written for other schools' secondaries that can be easily repurposed for this response. That said, it's a really great chance to reflect on how your individual life experiences have informed your ideas about medicine and the kind of doctor that you want to be one day. So while you're working on this essay, it might be a good idea to look at Albany's various affiliated clinical facilities and get an idea of which ones you're most interested in training at. So are you drawn to a particular specialty or community need because of your own experiences interacting with the healthcare system? Or maybe are there specific needs that you observed in your community related to healthcare access? Does one of the facilities in the Albany Med Health System align closely with these goals that you've developed, possibly? So if you can fit those types of details into your essay somehow, it's a really solid way to demonstrate your fit for Albany and show your commitment to actually understanding and meeting the needs of the communities that they serve. Okay, let's go on to prompt 6 now. It asks, tell us about a community with which you identify and how you were involved with it. Again, you have 1,000 characters. So depending on how you approach the previous essay, this one actually might end up being a sort of continuation or a part 2. So if you focused a lot on how your own experiences or things that you observed in your own community impacted the career path that you want to take, you can use this prompt to dive deeper into your identity as a member of that community. You don't necessarily need to directly connect this essay to the previous one, but the important thing here is that you take the time to describe a community that has had a major influence on your identity or your life experience. And then for the second part of the prompt, where you describe how you're involved with the community, just make sure to really portray yourself in an active role. So your contribution might just be supporting or encouraging other members of the community in small everyday ways, but you want to avoid coming across as too passive. So don't worry about being, humble here. You do want to, be straightforward about active roles that you've taken. So if you've led or you've mentored others, even if you didn't hold an official leadership role, that is definitely worth mentioning as well. And finally, it can be a really good idea to try to connect your involvement in this community to your future involvement with Albany's community. So do members of this community have something in common with people living in the Albany area? How do you see yourself fulfilling a similar role at Albany as you do in this community? Or maybe you hope to grow into a different role at Albany, and what might that look like? All right, nearly to the end here. The next one reads, is there anything else that you would like the admissions committee to know when reviewing your application? If so, please use the space provided. You have 1,000 characters. So although this one is technically optional, it is the kind of additional information prompt that we typically recommend most applicants respond to, unless you just feel you have absolutely nothing left of interest to share with AdComs. A really good approach when you're pre-writing or brainstorming for this essay is to take a look through essays you've already written for other schools, or you might pick out an interesting prompt that another school asked that doesn't overlap with any of Albany's prompts. And whatever you choose to write about, it should contribute something new and meaningful to your overall application, maybe even show a side of you that none of the other essays have. Considering that none of the essays in the rest of Albany's secondary application really fall into the YS category, we strongly encourage you to consider using this space to write a YS essay that demonstrates your fit for Albany, especially if you haven't had a chance to do that in any of your other essays yet. All right, and finally, the 8th prompt reads, in the work and activities section on your AMCAS application, you provided the following list of experiences. Please select the experience that you feel has been the most meaningful in influencing your desire to pursue a career in medicine, explain why, and also describe what aspect of that experience best equips you to make an impact in the medical profession. Again, 1,000 characters for your response. This one is very open-ended. You can take your response in a couple of different directions. You could write about an academic or work or research experience that directly equipped you with skills that you'll build on as you work toward a specific goal for your career in medicine. Or you can write about another experience where you developed one or more of the AAMC core competencies. But in either case, you want to be as specific as possible about what impact you want to make in the medical profession someday. It helps to think in terms of what need do you want to help address, or what question do you want to help answer, and then work backward from there, at least while you're in the brainstorming phase. So what would it look like if that particular need got met, or that specific question got answered? And what actions would you have to take in order to accomplish that? Also, what skills would you use to take that action, and how did your AMCAS activity help you develop that skill? All right, and that's it for Albany. So we hope you find this useful while you complete your secondaries. And if you'd like to read sample essays for every secondary prompt required by every med school in the US and Canada, including for Albany, be sure to visit our Secondary Essay Premium Example Hub. We have over 1,600 essays in total. Take care.